back with another video. So today I just wanted to talk to you guys about personal doubts and negative thoughts, and really just make this a quick video today to get some things off my chest and maybe help you guys figure some things out for you guys. I know this topic may seem very repetitive, but guess what? Repetition is key. You reprogram your mind through repetition. You reprogram your subconscious through repetition. You therefore reprogram your life through repetition. Repetition is the key to unlocking everything. It's the key to changing your life into making a difference, into becoming the person that you want to become, or achieving the life that you want to achieve. Sometimes you have to hear things more than 1,000 times before it finally sinks in. And so we're going to get into negative thoughts and we're going to get into personal doubts, because maybe you're not hearing what everyone is saying. You're not hearing the motivation and inspiration that everyone is giving. Something that I feel we should start doing as a society is normalizing negative thoughts. And if we already have, great. If we haven't, then we need to, because it's something that everyone has. Without negativity, you can't have positivity. Without light, you can't have darkness. And it's the same the other way around. Without the yin, there's no yang. And balance is the key to everything in this world and in this universe. Everything has balance. Everything has to balance out. There's always going to be something that happens outside of your control in this world that's going to result in a negative, low vibrational feeling. Like, shit happens, let's be real. Shit happens to us. Shit happens around us. And sometimes it's just really, really shitty. And we need to be honest with ourselves. And I feel like society needs to stop painting this picture that everything's just fucking picture perfect, because it's not. And that you need to be picture perfect, because you don't. We have to start accepting our feelings and our emotions for what they are. Let a thought just be a thought. Let a feeling just be a feeling. Let it pass, because it will. And while I am a person who does believe in being a high vibrational being and having high vibrational feelings, I do find myself in a space where I do have personal doubts and I do have negative thoughts and feelings about things that are going on around me or to me. And no matter how I want to logically think about it, it doesn't take away that feeling. You get me? Like, you can know something, you can know the right thing for something. Like, let's say you know you're supposed to be high vibrational, you know the steps and what to do to take yourself out of a low vibrational feeling, but sometimes those steps, those things don't always work. They maybe suppress the feeling for a little bit, and then the feeling comes back, because depending on the situation that you're experiencing, if it's not a situation that you can easily get out of, then those feelings of unhappiness and sadness just comes back. And that's kind of like what happens to me. You feel me? Like, I can know what to do. I can know the right things to do to bring myself back to a place of centeredness and to bring myself back to a place of happiness. But it's like, no matter how many self-help books you read, no matter how many people you talk to get advice about the situation, if it's not fixed the way you want it to be fixed, then you still have those feelings. Those feelings are still within you. There's a situation in my life where I am working on a solution, but while working on that solution, how I feel about the problem is not just going away. I know that it's better not to complain. I know that it's better to just focus on the good aspects of things. I know that it's just better to be grateful for certain things. I know that it's better to just find things that do make me happy and that does bring me happiness. I know all of those things, but it doesn't take away from the way that I feel when it's time to go and do or be in that certain predicament or situation. Do you understand? Like, do you have a situation where you feel like that? Like, you know all of the things that I know, but it still doesn't take away how you're feeling about that situation? That situation still makes you feel stressed, depressed, or sad? Like, that's what I want society to normalize. Like, It's normal to hate something so fucking much that it makes you upset. It makes you want to cry. It makes you want to break shit. It makes you so unhappy, and it makes you so negative. And even if, no matter how much you're trying to break free of that situation, if it's not a situation that you can break free of easily, you will experience those low vibrational negative feelings. That's normal. I'm not saying dwell on the feelings, but acknowledge how you feel about it. Be honest with yourself about how you feel about the current situation. In my honest opinion, it's as simple as this. Just because you tell yourself you're happy doesn't mean you'll actually feel happy. Just because you write your affirmations does not mean that you actually believe them. Just because someone else tells you that you're not supposed to be feeling a particular feeling does not mean that the feeling you're feeling will automatically go away. Sometimes you can know something in your brain, but your heart, your spirit, and soul is saying a completely different thing. It's okay to be on the opposite side of the coin. It's okay to be negative for a period of time. I'm not saying spread that negativity around or take it out on other people, but to be honest with yourself about how you're feeling and to not let other people make you feel bad because you're not in a high vibrational state. If they can't accept you for how you're feeling at the time, then that's okay. You need to take personal time to yourself to get yourself in check, to focus on healing yourself. You need to focus on bringing yourself back to a place where you're centered and where you're grounded. And if that takes a long time or it takes a short time, it takes however long it needs to take for you to work on yourself and for you to help yourself, not to constantly be around people who are judging you or telling you how to feel based on a situation that they're not experiencing at the moment. One of the things that I found to be important and that I'm still learning to do with myself when we're having doubts about something or negative feelings about something going on in our life is that eventually you'll get tired of your own bullshit. You'll get tired of your own feelings. You'll get tired of being in a negative place and having negative emotions. And I'm saying this from experience. Quick story time. There was a time where I was in a point in my life where I was constantly crying about a certain situation that I was in. I wanted things to change, but they weren't, and I was putting up with things that I shouldn't. And everyone was telling me things, but I wouldn't listen to anyone's opinion on the situation or circumstance. I was going about it how I wanted to go about it, resulting in me constantly feeling sad, depressed, and crying until eventually it literally got to a point where one day I was at work and something just clicked in my head. It was like, I don't want to put up with this. This is not how I want to live my life. I know I deserve more than this. I'm done with this. And I walked away. And it was just like, that's just how it happened for me. And I feel like that's something that everyone goes through. Everyone has to get to their own point of realizing that I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to think like this. I'm going to change it. I'm going to be the change. And it takes you. It always takes you. No one else but you. Everyone can give you their advice. Everyone can be there to support you. Everyone can give you their opinions. But at the end of the day, if you don't make the decision to change, if you don't make the decision to be better, then you won't. If you don't make the decision to realize that you deserve more, then you won't have more. It always takes you. The change always starts within us, not around us, not who's talking to us, but us. It starts with us. We have to come to the conclusion, and that's how it should be when you have negative thoughts. Don't let anybody around you try to force you into feeling a particular way or force you to change how you feel about a particular situation until you're ready to feel that way about a particular situation, until you're ready to overcome your negative thoughts and feelings. If they can't take the energy that you're producing right now, that's okay. You have to be a person to understand that as well. We can't go around being negative and expect everyone else who's happy and high vibrational to just be okay with it. But they can't expect us to just drop how we're feeling just because they're not understanding or they're not in that place right now. Sometimes you need to take a break from everyone and focus on healing yourself and focus on bringing yourself back to a place of centeredness and a place of happiness. And in the between time, you're going to come to a decision where you're eventually going to get sick of your own bullshit and get sick of your own negative thoughts and feelings. You're going to get to a point where you're going to say, I want to be happy. I want to have happy thoughts. I want to go out and live life. I don't want to feel like this. And that's what it's going to take. And until you get to that point, you don't condemn yourself. You don't judge yourself. You don't be the judge and the jury on yourself. You let your thoughts be thoughts. That's it. I say all this to say that it's okay to have negative feelings. It's okay to have personal doubts about yourself. It's perfectly normal. Don't let anybody make you feel like you shouldn't feel any of those feelings or have any of those thoughts. If that's how you feel about yourself, if that's how you feel about the situation, then be okay with it. Come to terms with it. Accept it. And then know that those feelings won't last forever. They don't have to last forever. Know that there is a solution to all your problems that you're experiencing. But that doesn't take away from the fact of you feeling how you feel. Know that eventually you will overcome what it is that you're feeling. And once you do overcome that, you'll be in a much, much better place. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to make a difference. Don't allow anybody to make you feel less than what you are or to make you feel worse than what you are because you're having certain feelings or going through certain things. It's okay. It is normal. Accept yourself. Love yourself. Show up for yourself and better yourself. Take it day by day. Take it emotion by emotion. Take it minute by minute and second by second. I'm wishing you guys love, light, and healing. Thank you so much for watching today. See you guys next week.